everybody, welcome back. And if you are new, my name is Chris. Tonight's video is going to be a nice casual video. It is Friday evening. It's a beautiful Friday evening. Here it's probably in the low 80s. And I decided this would be a great night to film my video about perfumes that go great with a white t-shirt. So what does that mean? To me, it basically means fragrances that are on the casual side and are easy wears, easy reaches when you are in a casual situation, usually dressed in some sort of t-shirt. To me, that's a little different than this clean aesthetic vibe that a lot of people have been talking about, and I will do that in a separate video. To me, that implies fragrances that you would wear when you're a little bit more put together, a little bit more polished, and maybe a little bit more dressed up. These are fragrances that are just grab and go. You're in a casual situation and you're not going anywhere fancy and you're not dressed in anything more than probably just a relaxing outfit and a t-shirt. And that's precisely the fragrances I'm going to talk about today. I actually have several fragrances that fit that category. And I think I collected about 10 of them. I did have a couple fragrances in the box here that I was going to categorize as bougie white t-shirts. I decided that I'm going to put that in my Clean Girl Aesthetic video that I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing a collab with Mercier because she's a really big fan of the Clean Girl Aesthetic vibe. And with that, I'm going to jump right in because the sun is going down earlier here in August. So as per usual, I'm just going to grab one and go. And I never talk about this fragrance. I think it's been a long time since I've talked about this fragrance, but this is a summertime staple for me, and it's interesting because it is a fragrance that is heavy on the patchouli that I love to wear in the summertime. And I don't typically like to wear patchouli heavy fragrances in the summertime, but this one I'm talking about is Zen by Shiseido. To me, this is like a fresh citrusy version of Coco Mademoiselle. The sweet note, the praline has been removed and it's been replaced by some kind of bright citruses. I want to say grapefruit. Just real citrusy, very zesty, very fresh. And the florals in here are there, but they're just kind of like fresh white flowers. So a beautiful fragrance that I love to wear on a casual day, usually when I'm running errands, but still want to smell good. I've actually worn this hiking before. And miraculously, even though it is a patchouli heavy fragrance, it does really, really well in the heat. The next fragrance is, I'm going to go over this real quickly. I think I've talked about this in my last two videos. This is a fragrance by Lancome and it's called Miracle. This is a kind of a watered down, toned down version of Pure Poison. So it's somewhere in between Chanel Chance Au Tendre and Pure Poison, somewhere in there. Just kind of a pleasant, fruity floral with just a touch of spiciness and a touch of soapiness. Very, very pretty, very light, very lovely. I mean, you could dress this up. Just to me, it tends to be more casual. And maybe because I first smelled this on a friend and she was like in exercise clothes at the time, but she just smelled so pleasant. So a really lovely, easy reach, pretty but on the casual side that I like to wear usually in the spring or summer when I'm in more of a casual mood. Okay, so the next one I'm going to grab is one that's like a great white t-shirt fragrance if you live on an island somewhere. So like a tropical white t-shirt fragrance. And this is by Laura Mercier and this is called Almond Coconut. I have the Almond Coconut body cream, which is unbelievable. I love that. And I loved it so much that I decided that I had to get the fragrance. So this is fairly new. I want to say maybe I've had this for about 3 months, but I don't really talk about it. I completely forgot this fragrance when I did my coconut video, but this has a lovely light and casual vibe to it. It is sweet and powdery, but still has like a creamy nuttiness to it. There is a barely detectable floral, but it is in no way a floral fragrance. It's really a coconutty, a powdery, nutty, creamy, coconutty perfume with a touch of floral nuances. But it does not venture into that sunscreen territory. I was really into the like the sunscreen smelling fragrances last summer. This summer, I'm really more into the freshies. I've just been really craving those freshies. And this is really lovely. I love coconut, and it just kind of hits the right spot. Lovely. And I just envision this as I just see this as a really nice casual fragrance in somewhere tropical or when it's really hot. I'm going to put this away in the wintertime. It's probably not one that I'm going to pull for. I just have it in my mind that coconut is a summertime fragrance, but this is really, really lovely, and it's light. Even though it's light, it does have a decent lasting power on me. And this line had a fragrance called Creme de Pistache that I was I was head over heels in love with, and of course it got discontinued and I was just devastated. But this one is really, really nice as well. So particularly if you like coconut fragrances. So the next one is called Versence by Versace, and this kind of smells like the juice looks. This is a really fresh, this is a freshie, this is a citrusy freshie that has a little bit of fig in it, a little bit of musk, and some woody cedary notes. So it's very, very nice. It has been compared to Chanel Chance Eau Fraîche, and I do think there are a lot of similarities. This one I prefer. It has a little bit more citruses, whereas the Chanel version has a little bit more musk. It was pulling musk on me. They're both lovely. This is probably a third of the price, and I just love this one as a more casual, easy reach in the summertime. Sometimes I'll spray this right before I go to the gym, like 1 or 2 sprays at the most. And it's just lovely, lovely, fresh scent, very affordable. I know I spent less than $50 on this, so. Okay, the next one has a similar green tint to it, and it is Burberry Her EDT. I think I've mentioned before that I never owned the Burberry Her in the pink bottle, or that had the pink hue that has been compared to Baccarat 540. I never got that one. But I tried this one because my friend sent me a sample. My lovely friend Melissa sent me a sample, and I thought it smelled really, really nice. It's a really good, to me it just reads a little bit more casual spring and summer fragrance. It's a fruity floral that has it's got some pretty prominent fruits. The fruits in here are blackcurrant, pear, and strawberry, and I'm quite convinced that I can smell each and every one of them. There are floral notes in here. The floral that I smell the most is peony, and it's a really nice, pleasant, light floral. And for an EDT, it has really, really good performance. I can get at least 5 to 6 hours on this. It's a very easy, no-brainer, grab and go. Pretty good in any situation. This next one is, this is just screams to me summertime, hot weather, casual, white t-shirt and short fragrance. This is L'Impératrice by Dolce & Gabbana. This is rhubarb, kiwi, watermelon, and musk. Very heavy on the musk. You have to like musk to enjoy this, and you have to like kiwi and watermelon. Very refreshing. This is a very watery fragrance to me. And there's something about it that just seems very thirst quenching on a hot day. It is just super appropriate when you're dressed lightly, casually, and you need something refreshing. I think this is my 3rd bottle. I think I've said it before that this will be my last bottle. I enjoy it, but I think after I finish this one up, we've been together for a while, probably close to 10 years. I remember liking this right when it came out and kind of going through several bottles, but yeah, just screams casual white t-shirt, hot weather, refreshing fragrance when it's boiling hot outside. Boy, I am really buzzing through these fragrances. The next one is fairly new to me, and I've only had it for a couple months. I haven't worn it a ton. I've probably worn it a handful of times. And it's by Clean Reserve, and this is called Santal, and I think I have 5 by this line. Now, so this is a sandalwood-based fragrance that is very fresh, so it's that very fresh sandalwood, and it is fresh, citrusy, and salty. And the type of sandalwood in here is heading in the direction of the sandalwood, in my opinion at least, that's in Santal 33. Now, I've never personally owned Santal 33. I had a colleague that bought that, and to me, it smelled like, she smelled like a dill salad. I remember when I walked into her office and I was looking around her office for the salad because it was such a heavy, I just smelled this heavy, like a dill dressing, like a dill pickle dressing, and there was like no salad in her office. And I said, oh, what fragrance are you wearing? Did you get a new one? And she said, oh, I just got back from New York and I got Santal 33 and everybody's wearing it. This was several years ago. And I remember thinking, oh, Lordy, she has no idea she smells like a vegetable tray. And of course I didn't say anything, but I remember in the back of my mind thinking that's probably not going to be for me. And I know that half of the people smell that and half of the people smell something different. Smell this amazing sandalwood, which I find, as a scientist, I have a science background, I find that amazing. I find that incredibly fascinating. And one of these days I'm going to have an explanation for that. But anyway, so it is a similar, clean, almost like, I would call it more of a cucumbery sandalwood, but it doesn't, on me, it doesn't quite head into the pickle or the dill aspect. But it's very fresh. And it has this nice saltiness to it. It has this freshness and the citrusy. It has a citrusy side to it. So it kind of screams hot weather, in my opinion. And to me, it just reads a little bit more casual. Let me look up the notes here. So the notes are tonic water, fig, salt, nutmeg, sandalwood, and whipped cream. Wow, that's amazing. Do I smell whipped cream? I love the note of whipped cream. I don't know if I ever detected anything like a sweet creaminess to it. It's not really a sweet fragrance, but maybe that's what keeps it from going into the really sour territory. And even though a lot in this line are very, very light, if you spray this on clothes, which I do, this will last you all day. In fact, I sprayed it on my bathrobe last night, and when I put my bathrobe on this morning, I could still smell it. So a very fresh, almost a vegetal, fresh, salty, citrusy take on sandalwood. It's not for everybody, but I find it very, very refreshing. Okay, I had to answer the phone, and so I thought it'd be a good time for a little sneaky sunglasses change. I'm making incredible time. I cannot believe how quickly I'm getting through these. So the next one is Michael Kors Sky Blossom. I got this at the cosmetics company store or outlet, and I think I paid like $18 for this one and another similar size one. This one is so nice. It is a floral, it is a very fresh, clean, like a fresh laundry type of fragrance, which I enjoy. It's very fresh, it's floral. I'm pretty sure that the flower in here is freesia. If you guess bergamot, look, anytime someone asks you what the notes are in a fragrance and you guess the top note of bergamot, you're going to be correct 95% of the time. Pretty sure this has bergamot, freesia, and musk, but I get like a really nice tea accord. It smells like a very fresh, like a white tea or a green tea with a little bit of musk and some gorgeous freshness. Straight out of the shower, lovely, cheap, freshy. That is, to me, reads a little bit more casual. And I wear this when I'm in more of a casual mood or a casual vibe. So I have two more to get to. The next one is a new one in my collection. And this was sent to me by a lovely, lovely, lovely human, Yulia, over at scentsiblings.ca. We like to send each other cosmetics and socks. And every once in a while, some fragrances accidentally, on purpose, get dropped or fall into the boxes that we send one another. And crazy enough, this bottle, I think, accidentally dropped into the box that she sent me. So she sent me some lovely socks. And this one was included, and I absolutely love this fragrance. It's called I Love Love. It kind of, I don't know, it looks like, oh my God, who was Popeye's Love? Olive. It kind of looks like olive to me. But anyway, it's by Moschino. And I smelled this, I'm like, oh my gosh, this smells so similar to Light Blue, which you may see in a moment, but which to me, Light Blue is the ultimate white t-shirt fragrance. This is a little citrusy, maybe a little bit more citrusy. I think it has grapefruit, so it's a little bit brighter, a little bit more tangy. So it's got grapefruit as opposed to the green apple, I want to say, but still very, very similar fragrance, and it's very light, very fun. In fact, I'm gonna spray it right now. I just love it. It's super fun. Oh, I love it. It's so fresh and tangy and fun and light. It's not gonna last you all day, but that's fine. White t-shirt fragrances don't. It's just, these are just more casual when the weather is hot, maybe when you only need something to last maybe 3 or 4 hours. I think that's what I've got. I've worn this a couple times, maybe 2-3 times, and it lasts a nice 2-3 hours, but super fresh. Apparently this, I think Yulia told me that this is very affordable, so if you like that light blue profile, I think this could be right up your alley. And I'm gonna end my, gosh, this, I don't think there's any way that I made 10 minutes. But I have in my hand, I think I forgot a few. Yeah, I forgot one that I know of. Anyways, in my hand is the ultimate white t-shirt fragrance. This is white t-shirt and jean shorts. And since I don't really wear jean shorts anymore, they're not really in. I prefer other type of shorts. I still love to wear this in a hot, when it's hot outside and it's just, and I'm casually dressed, maybe I'm running errands and I just want something fresh and nostalgic. I'm going to grab for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is the intense version. I had the regular version and I did not like that because it did not last 2 hours on me. This doesn't last forever. It's still, I can get probably 4 hours out of it, but it's, you know, I think everybody at this point knows how it smells. It's just the ultimate white t-shirt fragrance. I love fragrances that have a green apple note and lemon. So this is like green apple, lemon, cedar, and musk. I'm gonna spray that on my other arm because I love it too, and I haven't worn it in a while. But every once in a while I think about decluttering this, and then I remember how much I really enjoy it on a really hot day when I'm super casually dressed, and I just feel like reaching for something that's fresh and bright and a little bit invigorating and somewhat comforting, something familiar. And that's why I still have this lovely little gem in my collection, and I'm kind of in awe that I finished this video. But anyway, so a real quick video on my white t-shirt fragrances that I like to wear when it's warm or hot outside. I'm casually dressed and I need something that doesn't necessarily last forever, but will just kind of put an extra pep in my step. I'll smell good and I won't be overwhelmed in the heat. So thanks again for sticking around. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you on the next one. Oh, and of course, I'd love to hear about what your favorite white t-shirt fragrances are in the comment section below. And now I'm really done.